Alright, welcome back. We're back with another Alliance War video, number 5 in Season 24. And take a look at our matchup today. We're going against this Alliance Fire and Ice crew, which, if you look at their prestige and average member rating, is way higher than ours. This is a huge mismatch. They finished Bronze 2 last season, which I think... I can speculate on why that is. I'm not going to mention it, but I'm pretty sure why an alliance of this size finished that low. So yeah, we're going to take a look at the map, but right off the bat, you can see that we are extremely mismatched. Our average member rating is like 500,000 lower. Our prestige is like 2,000 lower. So we're quite a few notches below these guys. And we're going to scout our path. We're going to bring in the same team we brought in last war, which is Human Torch, Apocalypse, Sorcerer Supreme, and we're going to deviate from our usual path a little bit today, but you take a look at the bosses, pretty good placement. These are a ton of 6 stars, a ton of rank 3 6 stars, way more than our alliance has. Almost every defender here is a 6 star, and almost all of them are at rank 3. So we're going to go in on path 5, and you can see the boost we threw on because we don't have any large or extra large champions to start off with, so we don't have to worry about triggering that protect global. And our first matchup is against this 6-star rank 3 Emma Frost Awakened. She's Sig level 62, and we're going to use Sorcerer Supreme. She's on the knockdown node, so we just have to knock her down to get a Fury. And essentially we're going to try to keep her armor broken most of the fight with Sorcerer Supreme so that we can parry her, and this is going to be a fairly slow, boring fight, to be honest. She is a great counter here to Emma Frost, and to be honest, when I first started using Sorcerer Supreme, I was a little underwhelmed by her damage. She seems to hit a little soft, but she has a lot of utility, and she's actually growing on me as a war attacker right now. So we've been using her a lot this season, so I'm kind of getting used to her. Right there with that special one, we got the armor break, we knocked her down, so we've got the Fury. We can parry her now. We've got the healing ruin, so we're regenerating and block damage as well. She gets the protection back. We're going to knock her down again. And we're only going to be baiting out special ones in this fight. We're going to basically block them. Because we have the regeneration on block, ruin up, and yeah, I mean, this is a pretty straightforward fight. It's pretty much special ones, armor break, knock her down, repeat. So there's really not a whole lot happening here that makes this fight difficult. Obviously, she's a highly ranked defender. She has a lot of hit points, and so that's why this fight goes fairly slow. It's because we're just not hitting extremely hard with Sorcerer Supreme, and we're just trying to keep her armor broken, keep her knocked down. So basically this entire fight we do have the Fury. We're basically using our special ones to knock her down rather than heavy attacks, and that's how we keep getting the Fury back. And yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's pretty basic stuff, just special ones, rinse and repeat, block the special one, regenerate the health or the damage that we take from it through the block. Again, knock her down, get rid of the protection, we get the Fury. We're at a full bar of health still, so this fight super in hand. I was never worried about this one at all. Like I said, great option here, having Sorcerer as an attacker. And yeah, we're about 2 minutes into this fight. Obviously, we're way ahead. We'd have to really make a mistake to lose it at this point. And we actually lose the armor break, so we didn't armor break her right there. So we're going to have to be taking some more block damage because we can't parry her, or we can't stun parry her off of the parry. So yeah, we're going to have to knock her down again to get rid of the protection right here. This is our first special 2 of the fight. Does some good damage. It also armor breaks her. So we're in pretty good shape. Pretty much one more combo. Gonna finish her off. Full bar of health for the most part. Like I said, very long fight. I think it took 112 hits, 111 hits. So yeah, we get the full attack bonus though, and that's all that matters. So up next is this Hit Monkey, and again, this is pretty good common placement for him. This is the only reason we brought in Apocalypse. I really wasn't going to bring in Apocalypse into war much unless I really needed him. This is the fight where he's basically a perfect counter. It's the Ebb and Flow knockdown. Again, it's a 6-star rank 3 defender, of course. And we're just going to use Apocalypse so that we can essentially guarantee that our stuns will never fall off. He won't be able to purify them. They're running max limber, so you'll see right early on he evades my hit because he's not stunned with anything basically after the first attack. So I learned that early on. I kind of figured that might be the case. So the strategy the rest of the way is to basically just hit him while he's stunned and heavy attack to get rid of the protection. Yeah, so that's basically the goal now. And again, I don't mind losing health in this fight because I don't need Apocalypse for any other fight just to get this Hitmonkey down. And even though Apocalypse doesn't hit very hard, Hitmonkey's got such a low health pool that I can still do a good amount of damage to him in a short period of time. So he's got the protection back up here, but he's already down to 30% health. We're just going to throw another heavy attack to knock him down, get rid of that protect, only hit him while he's stunned. So it's basically one medium or special attacks, and that's all I'm doing right here. So it's a super slow strategy, but again, super small health pool. The fight only lasts a minute, 15 seconds, and had we not gotten hit after his evade, we probably wouldn't have lost more than like 5% health, but again, he's done. That's the only fight we needed him for, and it only took 35 hits. So full attack bonus achieved. That's what we're looking for. And our last fight in Section 1 here is this Professor X. Again, another 6-star. He's awakened. He's only at rank 2, so I guess that's a little better. It's the heavy hitter power alternator node. And I've taken Professor X on this node, I think once or twice already this season. And I've used Human Torch every time. Pretty simple fight. Just stay far away from him. Make him medium into us because that's the only attack that makes contact. So that's the only attack we can parry and stun him off of. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, is parrying his medium attacks, throwing heavy attacks to keep him far away, keep the distance, and to build our temperature. And now that it's built, we can use medium, light, mediums, and back off to again make sure that he's coming at us with a medium attack. We're going to dex the special one pretty easily. We want to keep our temperature as high as we can so that we will not falter, obviously. And so far, we're in really good shape. We're going to throw the special one there to dump the power because of the power alternator node. The falter fails right there. We cannot miss. Throw the special one again. And we're going to take a slight couple of hits there from the special, but he drops the incinerates to do the job, and we take him down. So that's 3 for 3. Full attack bonuses achieved. That one was only a 24 hit fight. Very simple. Professor X, very low health pool. So perfect Section 1 for us, a nice clear, and we're feeling pretty good so far. All right, so into the middle section now, where we have a Mixmaster Korg, pretty common placement, Power Focus 1, and I took a Korg here a few wars ago. He was a 5-star rank 5. This is a 6-star rank 3 SIG 200 Korg. And we're going to use Sorcerer Supreme again. If you remember, or if you saw that video, we almost timed out on this fight. We had 13 seconds left before the timeout, and we had triggered Protect a bunch. So we're going to do this fight a little differently. We have the White Magneto pre-fight on, so we're just going to medium, light, medium, until we can get to our special 3, where we can bank the slow ruin and apply the slow debuffs to him on every special attack. So that way we don't have to worry about Mixmaster. We can swing away as we please, and he won't be able to evade. And again, things I'm watching for that I made a mistake on last time were watching the Protect. Make sure that we don't trigger that Protect because Korg is large or extra large. And if we do, we need to make sure we go for an Intercept to remove it. Otherwise, we will definitely time out here. And the other thing is to just make sure that we always have him slowed at all times so we can hit him freely. He's going to throw the special 2 right here, and you can see we forgot to apply the slow debuff. He did evade us. Fortunately, we were able to recover from it. We throw the special 1, and now we have the slow on him, and every special attack after that will apply the slow, so we should be good the rest of this fight. And I'm cognizant that I may time out again. or come close to timing out again, because we're already a minute and 15 seconds in, and this dude's only at 82% health because they're obviously running willpower, and he's healing from the debuffs, including the slow. So he's healing quite a bit from the debuffs that we place on him, and that's problematic, because looking at this timer already, I'm really worried. And there's a period here, I think it's right here, we're at like 3 minutes 20 seconds. He's in his 70 percentile health, and for the longest time we just like don't do a ton of damage here. I'm not throwing the special 2 on purpose because that's what triggered protect on the 5-star Korg in our last attempt here. But you can see we're down to 3 minutes. He's still in the 70s. We finally chip him out of that into the 60s. We're going to throw the special 3 here because it will not trigger protect. Special 3s don't trigger it. And the special 1s are taking too long, and they're not doing nearly enough damage to justify them. So we're going to experiment with the special 3 and see if this takes a good chunk of health. It really doesn't. It's really not a viable solution to wait to build up to those, it doesn't look like. It's going to take too much time to build our power, and the damage payout is not nearly high enough. So we're kind of going to have to readjust our strategy at some point. Special attack 1s, like I said, I throw another one here, but it's just really not doing any damage. He's at 55% health or so, and we've got a little over 2 minutes to go. So we need to throw specials, obviously, because we need to keep him slowed. Right here, he goes unblockable with his special 1, so we just take that. It doesn't crit, so it doesn't do a lot of damage, fortunately. And he should not be unblockable the rest of the fight now. I don't think I make the mistake of building those, whatever they are, the charges that he gets that can make him go unblockable. So we're at a minute 45 here, and the fight's halfway over. And we've obviously used more than half the timer. So we're going to try to throw another special 3 here, see if it does any more damage because we banked more ruins since the first time we threw it. And this also stops the clock. So fortunately, this does not count towards the timer of the fight when we throw the special 3, but again, it does so little damage, it's not worth it. It's not worth holding all that power. So I think right about here, about the minute left, I realized there's no way this is going to get it done. This is going to be an easy timeout unless I can do something different. So I decided I'm going to risk triggering the protect. He's a 6-star, rank 3, so he's got a lot of hit points and a lot of resistance and armor. So I'm kind of like thinking to myself, well, even if I crit, maybe it won't equal enough of my attack to really trigger that protection. So I'd rather go for it and risk triggering the protect than timing out. So here's our first special 2. Yeah, there's the damage. There is where the damage comes. It didn't crit, we didn't trigger the protect, but there's only 30 seconds left in this fight now. Fortunately, we get him down into assassin's range right here, so we're going to be doing some more damage. And we've got another special 2 already, so we're going to throw that again. Boom, no crit, no protect, but it does do a lot of damage, and that's what we're looking for. That's how we're going to end this fight in the next 18 seconds. And we do it. 14 seconds left. Basically the same amount of time left on the clock as our first Korg on Mixmaster fight from that previous war. But that's a one-shot. That is a Mixmaster Korg one-shot with a very, very near timeout. So we walk away feeling really good. We have downed 4 opponents now with full attack bonuses, and we're going to do a little something different here in Section 2. We jump to Path 6 because there's 2 Mystic Champions, and it just is easy torch food. So first up is a 5-star Dormammu. This is our first 5-star we faced this war. He's on the Rage node. He is obviously large or extra large, so he can trigger the Protect here. Torch really doesn't hit that hard though, so I'm not worried about triggering the Protect or the Rage, to be honest. We trigger 1 Rage right there, but it's not a big deal. We accidentally Dex, and so we get that buff, and he turns it into a degen. So we are degenning right here. We're going to throw the special 2, and we're triggering the Rage, but the Incinerates are going to do it. We take a pretty nice chunk of damage from that degen, but it was a pretty straightforward fight. We didn't use our pre-fight, we didn't flame on, and it only took 29 hits, and we get the full attack bonus. So there's our 5th fight, and we take him down. Feel really good. And we've got an Ebony Maw up next. And this is the Aggression Prowess Power Focus 2 node. And it's a 6-star, rank 2. And of course, we're going to use Human Torch again. We threw a few potions into him. We boosted very slightly. I didn't think it was necessary. We don't use our pre-fight ability because, again, Ebony Maw just is super simple. This is a pretty straightforward fight. Not much we have to worry about. He's going to build our smolders and our temperature from hitting into our block. And the incinerates are just doing so much damage. We get really lucky there because we were late on the heavy attack. Fortunately, he runs into us. It's all good. We break his focus. But at this point, I realize I don't need to do anything special in this fight. We get our Nova Flame on right here. We just block the special 2. Doesn't do a lot of damage through the block. We're going to go in for a nice 3-hit combo, launch the special 2, and get the stun, obviously. And that's pretty much going to be all she wrote. So we take him down. That clears our path with no deaths for the first time this season. Full attack bonuses, another 29-hit fight. But yeah, that is huge. That's big for us right there. So that was supposed to be our last fight of the war. We have this Mojo here, mini boss on the Rage node. Someone went in and tried to quake him, but couldn't quite get it done. So this is a beefy 6-star rank 3 Mojo, Sig 200. Again, just speaks to the level of alliance we're playing against here. It's a little ridiculous. We got matched against them. Definitely a mismatch for us. But we're going to heal up Torch just a little bit. And we're going to use the pre-fight here. We really don't want to die here after such a great lane clear. So we make sure the Flame On applies. And we're going to go into this fight. And I'm expecting to just nuke this boy down super quick. He's at, you know, a little over 60% health, I think. So we're not too worried. We're going to keep our temperature up. But I definitely underestimated this fight a little bit. And he's gaining power like crazy. I also do not remove dex. So if I dash backwards in dexterity and attack, I will get the buff, and he'll obviously turn it into degen. And the prompts are definitely not ideal. He throws a special 2, and he gets a degen on us, so we're losing a lot of health through this degen, and all of a sudden, we're down to like 40% health, and he's just gaining power back so fast. We keep getting really unlucky with the prompts. He's not throwing the specials. Finally, he throws the special 1. He takes some good power sting damage from it. Throws a special 1 again, power sting damage, but we're degenning again, and this might kill us if we let it sit. So we throw the special 2, and we do get him down. That was our last fight of the war, so it was fine that Torch lost all that health, but I'm glad I put that slight potion into him. Had I not, I probably would have died there, but we take him down, and we get the kill. Like I said, this was a mismatched war. We obviously ended up losing. We did explore the full map. This was actually closer than I think it maybe should have been, to be honest. We played pretty well. Our alliance played pretty well, and despite going up against so many stacked defenders, we were able to make this fairly competitive. Obviously, they got the win that puts us at 2-3 on the season now, which is fine. It would have been great to win this war. It would have been a huge underdog win, but again, I think the writing was kind of on the wall a little bit early on. We shouldn't have been matched with them, and the whole thing with their finish last season a little sketchy. So something not quite right. But it's all good. We're going to bounce back, hopefully get a really good matchup next time to get us back to 500. And if we get the win, we'll be 3-3. But this was a great war for me. We clear the path. We have no deaths. We finish off a mini boss. So felt pretty good, and we're going to look to build on this and continue to improve going forward. And we appreciate your views. Hope you enjoyed the video. Keep watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.